middle, and end of the story. Do you know when the problem happens in the story? Do you think the problem in the story happens at the beginning, middle, or end of the story? What do we think? Go ahead, Brianne. What do you think?
Middle.
In the middle! You're absolutely right, kiss your brain. Yes, because the beginning is when they introduce the characters and you kind of get to know what's going on. Hello, it's good to see you today. And then in the middle of the story, that's when the problem always happens. And at the end of the story, they normally have a solution or like how they solved the problem from the middle of the story. So today I want you to be listening to our story, Brave. And we're going to find out what made him brave. And I want you to pay attention to what happens in the beginning, middle, and end. And before we read, let's look at our cover. What do you see going on in this picture? Brianne?
He got a flag. I mean, not a flag. He's brave. He looks like he's brave.
And what makes you say that?
Because he got on his head a cover tied up on him and some clothes.
What is this red thing behind him? What are those called?
Wings.
Kind of. It's a cape.
Cape.
Yeah, it's a cape. And superheroes wear capes, right?
Yeah.
The title is Brave. What does the word brave mean? Who can tell me? Anyone? All right, Brianne, go for it, girl. You're the only one. What is
You never scared.
You're not afraid, right? You're brave. You're being strong and brave, and you're not afraid. Very good. So we're gonna find out about this little guy. I don't know his name yet, but what else do we notice about what's on his head? Who can tell me what's on his head? Naomi, what do you see?
A pot with wings.
A pot with wings. Do you think he bought that or made it?
Made it.
Made it. And what makes you say that?
Because he can make something out of pots and metal.
Yep. And he also, it looks like it might be a newspaper clipping and he has some tape there, right? So let's find out about this guy and why he was brave and why our title might be Brave. Okay, so this story is by Stacy McAnulty and it was illustrated by Joanne Liu. And we're going to find out what happens. A brave kid seeks adventure. A brave kid has super strength. It looks like they're playing chess. And a courageous heart.
What are you whining about right now? What is it?
A brave kid leads the team. And never gives up. So when you're brave, you never give up, right? A brave kid answers the call. He has his little cape and fights the toughest battles. Looks like this little boy is sick. I'm sorry. A brave kid speaks the truth and sounds for justice. Looks like there's being a bully. A brave kid gets back up and stays calm when others are afraid. Brave kids can save the world. It looks like they're recycling. Just by being brave. Okay, so this story is a little different, right? It doesn't always show, it didn't have necessarily a problem, But the problem is if we aren't brave, we can't do all of these things, right? So these were all the ways of being brave, because being brave doesn't just look like a superhero, right? Being brave is doing different things, right? So who can tell me some of the things that they noticed in the story that the children were being brave? How were they being brave? Brianne?
Because he was helping people.
They were helping people. They were leaving ducks. What else?
And he got a dog or a cat from down the tree.
Yep, he saved the cat. He was being brave to get the cat, and he got on top of his friend. They're being brave when you're sick in the hospital. You're being brave by telling the truth. Because sometimes when we tell the truth, we're scared, right? Because we can get in trouble, and we don't want to get in trouble, right? So then we lie, and then we actually get in more trouble, right?
Uh-huh.
Always important to be brave and tell the truth, even if it might get you in trouble. Standing up for yourself at school. And a brave kid gets back up. If you get into a game, that's being brave, getting back up. So there's all different ways that we can be brave. Okay? So in your assignment today, and we're not coming back for math today because I have your math lesson after lunch. And we're going to start doing that. We're going to start having our math after lunch because I just feel like it's too much in one chunk of time. So what you're going to do is you have a seesaw assignment, and you're going to fill out the beginning and middle end of this story. So in the beginning, right, it talks about what being brave is. And in the middle, it talks about all the different ways kids can be brave, right?
Yeah.
And in the end, it says, just by being brave, right? So
Yeah.
you can save the world just by being brave. Okay? So you can draw pictures or you can write on your assignment in Seesaw. Either one is fine with me. But we do draw pictures. Please try your best. Don't just make scribbles because then I can't tell what you're drawing. Okay? So take your time. I know it's a little hard on the mouse, but just try. Okay? So you're going to do your beginning, middle, and end on your Seesaw assignment. So that's, you click the little seesaw on the reading slide. And that is our reading lesson today. We're just continuing practicing sequence of story and beginning, middle, and end. Okay? Do we have any questions? Yes, Logan. If you don't have any questions, you can go to your seesaw assignment.
I wasn't here when the story was going, so
So
did you have it recorded?